In the visualizations, last class we discussed visuals for visualizing date and time data. We are done with two categories of visuals so far. One is visuals for categorical data. Next one, visuals for visualizing date and time data. The next one is we'll discuss visuals for visualizing KPI data, key performance indicator data. Fine, let's start. Visuals for visualizing KPI data. Fine. First, what is KPI data? Open Power BI desktop first. Open Power BI desktop and load some tables. Blank report. Get data. Excel. Sample superstore. I'll load orders table. Load. Okay, that's fine. We are fine with the orders table now. I'll load a few more tables later. What is the KPI data here is every fact column is a KPI column. Every fact column is what type of column? KPI column. So few days back we discussed about dimension columns and fact columns, right? That every fact column is what? KPI. Now, sometimes not only fact columns, some KPIs will be there. Other columns, dimension columns also comes under KPIs sometimes. So, KPIs means which creates an impact on the business. Which creates what? Impact on the business or nothing but KPIs, which creates if a column need to become a fact column, how many conditions it need to satisfy is two conditions. First condition, it should have number date type. Second condition, it need to create impact. When these two conditions satisfied, then only it is what? Fact. But KPI means only what? Impact, no matter whether it's a number column or what. If it can create what? Impact on the business, that's a what? KPI. So every fact column will comes under what? KPI. Sometimes not only fact columns, other columns also comes under uh, which creates an impact on the business. Impact on business is a what column? Fact column, which creates an impact on the business is a fact column. So business to business, there will be, sorry guys, which creates an impact on the business is a KPI column. KPI. Which one? Which creates an impact on the business is a KPI. Take an example. For retail business, what are the KPIs we'll have? If you take retail business, the KPIs are what? Quantity, sales, profit. These are KPIs. See, quantity will create impact on the retail business or not? When you do sell more quantity, less quantity, it creates impact on the sales amount. Yes. Profit amount. Yes, sir. These are what KPIs for retail business. You tell me. This is our education institute. This education institute also will have some KPIs, right? Tell me what are the KPIs for us? Number of students.
Correct,
See,
sir.
number of students is a KPI. Number of students is a KPI. I can measure when number of students are more in this institute, we are doing good. When the number of students are less in this institute, we are doing bad. It's a KPI or not? We can evaluate our business based on the number of students. And then fee. Hmm? Revenue. The institute revenue it generated is more. They're doing good. Revenue generated is less. They're doing bad. Like this, company to company, they'll have a different set of KPIs. Different set of KPIs. KPIs means which creates impact on business. To show that kind of KPI data, what visuals are there? We'll see now. In this category, the first visual we are going to discuss about is a card visual. Which visual? Card. Let's start with card visual first. Fine. So when you want to learn the visual, what are the three things you need to learn? Purpose, field wells, formatting options.
Uh,
Purpose, field wells, and formatting options. For KPI visual also, first let's start with the purpose of, sorry, for card visual also start with the purpose. What is the purpose of card visual is? Card visual is used to show KPI data. What type of data? KPI data. Card visual is used to show KPI related data. KPI data. Okay, let's see now. So take one card visual first. I'm taking a card visual. In the card visual, how many field wells are there? Only one field well. Only one field well. In card visual, how many field wells are there? Is only one field well. What is the field well name? Fields, right? Now, into these fields, will we drag dimension column or fact column? Means not all the time fact column. Even sometimes what? Dimension. Let's say I have order ID. Which column? I want to get count of order ID. Count of orders. How can we get the count of orders? Is we need to count the numbers in this. Order ID column is a dimension column or fact column? It's a dimension column. When I want count of orders, go and drag order ID to here and change the aggregation to what? Count. See, you tell me count of orders is a KPI, yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
It creates impact on the business or not? When more orders are there, we are doing good. When less orders are there, we are not doing good. It's a KPI. Here we drag fact column or dimension column. Yeah, we will drag both.
Dimension
Sometimes
column.
fact columns, sometimes instead of telling it's a dimension or fact, better to tell it's a KPI. It's a KPI. What we will drag here is we will drag KPI column. Which column? KPI. KPI means key performance indicator means creates an impact on the business. Creates an impact on the business. Fine. So now try to drag, when you drag, so let's say I'm dragging quantity. Let's say I want to show one more KPI here, sales. Will it allow or not? See here. Does it allow? No, it replaces. That means it will allow how many KPIs? Only. It will allow only one KPI. Only one KPI. That is about the field wells. Okay, when you drag the quantity here, if you want, sorry, yes, it added into drill through. Let's delete this. I don't want. Remove this, drag the quantity. Now, if you say, let me reduce this number size, go to format, call out value, let's make it 20. Let's say I want to show one more KPI. Let's add one border also, general effects, or else add the border to all the visuals. Go to view, customize, penalty, visual, border on this and choose some color. Fine, that's fine. Okay, now if you want to show one more KPI, you need to take one more card. One more card. Take the second card and we need to drag. Which one now? Sales. One more KPI, copy format painter, paste it up. Copy format painter and just use it here. And if you want to show profit, can I drag the profit here? No. What do you need to do? Take one more KPI and drag which column now? Profit. Go and drag the profit column. Copy format painter, just paste it. Now we are able to see profit. Like this, one card visual can show how many KPIs? One KPIs only. By this time, we understand purpose. We understand what? Field wells. Next one, formatting options. Simple formatting options. When I go to format in the visual level, two formatting options are there. One is call out value. Second one is category label. Call out value means this number. This number we can call it as what? Call out value. This text, category label. If you format the text, go to category label. I want to reduce this text size. I don't want that much text size. Go to where? Category label. Make it 10 or something. Like this, when you want to format this number, go to category label text. Call out value and category label. Okay, simple formatting options. Next one is, okay, we are done with card visual, right? In this category, next visual you have is what? Multi-row card. So, multi-row card. So again, multi-row card visual purpose is also same. It is also used to show what type of data? KPI. It's used to show what? KPI data. Let's take the multi-row card and see. I'm taking multi-row card and see how many field wells it have. Let me scroll right. How many field wells again? Only one field well with the name called what? Fields again. Here, this time, Try to drag quantity column. It allows. Try to drag what? Sales. Does it allows? Yes. Try to drag what? Profit. It is allowing what? Multiple KPIs. Multiple KPIs. What I can write here is difference is what? Previously, it is only one KPI here. Multiple KPIs. Okay. So now I want to do formatting here. One drawback with this multi-row card is, okay, it will allow multiple KPIs, but the numbers you are seeing, right? You will see the complete number. What you will see? Complete number. So let's say I want to convert this to 1,000. Quantity you need to show in what? 1,000. Sales you need to show in millions. Profit also I need to show in millions. Let's say how to convert that is generally you need to convert by going to a format. In the format there is this one we call it as what? Call out values, this text, category labels, right? When I go to call out values, do you see anywhere display units? To say to change that you need what? Display units, right? Will you see? No. That means can you change it? No, you cannot. And then that is the problem. I'll do one thing, make it bold and go to category label again, make it bold here. And that's it. We are fine. Leave it about here. There is one more formatting option called card. When you go there, you can add border from right side, left side, or like this. You can do it. You can explore it. Okay, that is about multi-row card. What is the drawback I said? You can show complete numbers. Instead of showing complete numbers, if you want to show thousands, millions like that, you need to go to other visual. There is another visual with the name called what? Card new visual. What is the visual name? Card new. The third visual in this category is card new visual. This card new visual is also used to show what type of data means KPI. Card new visual is used to show KPI data again. But this time, what are the field wells it have? Just observe. I'll just go and take card new visual. In the card new visual, how many field wells you have over there is 3. What are the 3 field wells you have? Data, small multiples, tooltips. So, into the data, first try to understand data field well. Into the data, I can drag many KPIs here. First, go and drag what? Quantity, sales, profit. Let's try to, does it allows? And it is showing in what? Thousands, millions. Let's change this one. Let's reduce the number size first. When you want to reduce this number size, where you need to reduce this? You need to go to call out values. That's good, correct? In the call out values, you need to go to values. What is the size? 45. Let's make it 20. It got reduced. Okay. So I want to change not this one in thousands. Okay, this is in thousands. I want this one millions and profit also in what? Millions. How to change it to millions? Format, call out value. In the series, if you choose all, if you go and change in the all, it will not show at all. If you choose all and if you go and change display units, then everything will change to what? Millions. We want to change only for what? Profit. What do you need to do first? In the series, select profit. What do you see? Display unit, how you want? Millions. Does it changes to million? Yes. That way you can do it. Now let's understand other 2 form field wells. Take card visual. And there is a, sorry guys, not card new. I take card visual. Data, next one, small multiples. Take an example, you drag what? Sales. Into the small multiples, we know we need to drag dimension column or fact column. Small multiples. It is not tooltips. Small multiples.
Dimension.
Dimension or
column.
fact.
Dimension.
Small multiples, which field well? Multiple dimension columns. Multiple dimension columns. I'm dragging what? Region. You got it right. Somehow you are getting it. So let's do some formatting. It is getting like this. How many values you will get is 4 sales values. Go to format. First, reduce this number size. Number size is too big. Make it 20. Now you are getting the number size, right? If you want, you can even make small one. It's okay. Here, I want four values. I want to see four values. Now it is showing how many values at a time? Three values, right? If you want to see fourth value, you need to click on here. If you want fourth value, want to show fourth value also, there is something called what? Small multiple layout. It is showing in where? Single column and what? Three values. Instead of three, you can show what? Four. So it is showing all the four regions. Like this, you can start formatting it. Small multiple header. This one we call it as what? Small multiple headers. Small multiple headers. Now instead of showing in single column and four rows, you can show what? Grid. In the grid, you can do what? 2 by 2. Which one? 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means it will show what? Two rows, two columns. So what you do now? You drag what? Sales. You ask to split into different multiples based on what? Region. Now you are seeing in the single card, central sales, east sales, south sales, and what? So something when you want to see. When I remove the region, how many sales you will get? When I go and remove the region here, how many sales values you will see? Only one. Overall sales. Only one. Only one. Overall sales. Into the small multiple, if you drag what? Region, it will split into what? Four. However you want, you can control it here. Whether you want in single column, whether you want in where. Let's say I want to show in single row. How can you change it? Go here. Single row. How many values you need to show? Four values. How many values? Four values. Is it showing in single row now? Central, east, south, west, like this. Yes. Like this, however you want, you can change it. Below that, you have what formatting option? This is what? Small multiple header, right? When I go to small multiple header, so you can set where you have them now top. You can bring it to left, or you are showing them in left, or else how you show horizontal. I want to show that names vertical. Like this, you can just format it. Let's show on the top. It is looking good. So like this, if you want to format the small multiple header, we can do it here. If you want to format the small multiple layout, we can do it here. We'll come back to this layout. This layout, I'll tell you this layout, what this layout is. This layout is not small multiples. This layout is not small multiples. What is that layout is? If you see here, how many KPIs are there in this card visual now? Three. Let's add one more KPI. Let's add discount also. Which one? Discount. I add the discount. How many columns you added in the data? Four columns. How many columns you added in the data? But how many you are seeing? Three. I want to see this 2 by 2. How I need to see? Or else in a single row, I want to see four values. Where you need to format now? Go to format, layout. Understand? This main layout. This is what? Main layout. Whenever we need to format main layout, you need to go to layout. When you need to go with this small multiples layout, when there is a column in where? Getting the point? Okay. So this is the, you need to do in, I want to see four values here. I need to format in small multiple layout. Go to where? Layout. You want to show single row. How many values? Four. Does it show four values now? Yes. In a single row, four. If you want to show 2 by 2, go to layout. You can choose what? Grid. And you can choose what? Two rows. And how many columns? Two columns. Does it show two rows, two columns? However you want, you can set it up. Okay. So far we understand field wells, card new visual. We understand the field well called what? Data, small multiples. There is something called what? Tooltip. Less important things, instead of physically showing them, we can show when I hover. Let's say I want to show quantity, sales, profit directly. Quantity, sales, profit you added in where? Data. I need to show, sorry, why it is changing only, it is changing for only what? Profit, I don't want to change it for profit. I want to change it for all the values. Go and select what in the series. All, let's make it 20. It changes to all. Now, when I hover here, that time in the tooltip, in the what? Tooltip, I need to see discount. Which value? How to show discount value in the tooltip is, so there is one field with the name called what? Tool, which you don't want to physically show it. When you hover, you need to show, then you can drag into where? Tooltip. What is the column I'm going to drag now? Discount. When I drag discount here, when I hover here, is it showing the tooltip? No. How to get the tooltip? Now we are not seeing the tooltip. How to get the tooltip here? Huh? Go to format, general. There is something called what? Tooltip. Just on this. When you on this tooltip, when I hover here, what you seeing? You are seeing quantity and discount. Okay, when you hover quantity, quantity will show. How you are getting discount here? Because we drag a field into a tooltip. If you want to drag any columns to the tooltip, we can drag it. These are the three field wells you have. Into data, what type of columns? KPI. Into the small multiples, dimension. Into tooltip, fact columns, multiple fact columns, simple field wells, and formatting options. You might have a lot of format. We understand small multiple layout and what? Small multiple header, and then layout, and then call out. If you want to format this number, you can format in where? Call out values. Not only call out values, you not only can format this number. If you go to call out values, you see two things. One is values, second one is labels. Even this text also you can format in where? Labels. Where? In this visual, even the text also you can format in where? Call out value. They are calling this both number and this text together as what? Call out values only. If you want to format number, you'll go to values. If you format text, labels. When I go to the labels, when I click on bold, is this text become bold? Yes, right. Like this, if you want to change, you can change it. Fine. What is this is alignment where you need to align left side, top, or what? Middle or bottom. Some alignment is there. Just right. So we understand call out value also. In order to format this two, you can format in where? Call out values. Next one, you see something called what? Reference labels. Reference labels means generally we don't use it. Take a card new visual. What I need to do is first I need to show sales. Below the sales, I need to show profit. What I need to show? Below the sales, we need to show a value called what? Profit. Or else first I want to show profit. Okay, this profit is getting from how much sales? In the bottom, I need to show what? Sales. I want to show sales. This is what? Profit. I need to show how much you are getting. From how much sales you are getting this profit. Below the profit, I need to show sales. How can we show it is? First, let me reduce this number size. Let's make it 20. How to show that is, there is some field well with the name called what? Reference label. Click on what? Add data. Which column you are planning to add in the bottom? Sales. So we are doing a sales of how much? 2.3. From that we are getting a profit of how much? 286. For some reasons, if you want to add any reference labels like this in the top below this KPI, if you want to add any reference label, where we can add it? In the reference labels. Not mandatory. So very rarely we might add. Next one, images. So let's say here, for quantity, I want to add a different image. For sales, I want to add a different image. For profit, I need to add a different images. How to add the images is by going to where? Image. Just click on what? On. You are selecting what now? Or if you want to add for only quantity, then go for quantity. This time, all on this. What? Image you are adding for what? All. For time being, let's add for all. If you individually want to add separate images, you can add it. Click on browse. Let's add a Power BI logo. I just add one logo. Just I'm adding a logo here. And that logo is too big now. Where you have that logo? Right of text. There is some option called what? Fixed size. When you off this, you can reduce the size. When you off this, you can reduce the size. If you want even a small logo there, you can get it. So it is looking better now, right? So you can add for quantity different logo, sales different one, profit different one. If you want, you can add it. For some reasons, if you are planning to add an image in the cart, where you can add images. Is it possible to add different images for each one? Yes, by going to these options. Next one, cards. So sometimes what they want is for each what card they want a different color. For quantity they want a different color. Sales they want a different color. Profit, discount. If you want different colors for each card, where I might do it? Go to where? Cards. When I go to the cards, so currently it is what? All. If you when it is all, if you go and change it, it will change for what? Every card. What is the shape now you have? Card shape, rectangle. You have other shape called what? Rounded rectangle. For some reasons, if you are planning to change the shape, you can change it. Now, I don't want to change the shape. I want what? Background. If you go and change any background color, now is it getting the background color for all of them? So if you want a different background color for each one, go to where? In place of all, you go and select each one and go and change only the particular one, right? Fine. That is about the cards. For some reasons, if you want to format the each card, this is a one card, second card, third card. If you want to format each card separately, is it mandatory? You need to go and touch every formatting option. No. Let's take an example. I take a card new visual. I'm interested in showing multiple KPIs here, like quantity. So hardly quantity, sales, profit. Hardly when you are creating the visual, we will go and format only few things. One thing I am looking here is the number is too big. I can directly go to where? Call out value. I can reduce that number, whatever the size I want. Second thing I notice is I want the sales value in where? Millions. I don't want to show in thousands, I want to show in millions. For that, again, I will go to where? Call out value. In the series, you will select what? Profit and change it to what? Millions. That's it. I don't want to do any other formatting now. I'm seeing this multi-row card, well and good. I don't want to do it. But have an idea what each formatting option will be. General formatting options are common for all the visuals. Okay. So card new is a visual which was added recently. Previously it was not there. Previously it was not there. Hmm. Fine. The purpose of multi-row card, card new visual, both are same. But multi-row card have less formatting options. What? Less formatting options. Card new visual have what? More formatting options. So you can make it more beautiful when compared to multi-row card. Okay, next one is
Sir, what is KPI data, sir?
what is KPI data? Huh? So when you join,
10 minutes late, sir. That's me.
you'll get the video. Please watch it, please. In the
Okay, okay,
first starting of the class, I explained about KPI only. Please watch it.
okay, okay, sir. Okay, okay,
Right,
sir.
fine. The next visual in this category I'm going to discuss about is gauze visual. What is the visual name? Gauze. The next visual we have in this category is gauze visual. What is gauze visual? So again, in order to learn any visual, first we need to start with what? Purpose, right? What is the purpose of gauze visual is? Gauze visual, you look at this visual. When I go and add the gauze visual, I'm just going to add this visual. It is looking like this. What is the purpose of this visual is, right here, gauze visual is used to show target related data. What data? Target related data. Sometimes every company will operate based on targets. Based on what? Targets. Whether we reach the target or not, to understand, we'll plot the data in where? Gauge visual. So take an example, you are the sales manager. That sales manager, particular sales manager, whether they reach the target or not, if you want to graphically see that, where you can plot it? Gauge visual, right? Let's see now. In the gauge visual, see, generally targets will be assigned based on KPIs only. I said that gauge visual is used to show what data? Target data. See, for sales manager, there is a retail company. In that retail company, you are a sales manager, let's say. As a sales manager, on what basis they'll assign the target? Quantity. And then sales, profits. So if you take any company, They'll assign the targets based on what? No doubt KPIs. Let's say in this training institute also, there are employees, right? Let's say there are counselors here, right? I want to assign that what targets. I want to assign a target for them. On what basis will assign?
Number
Students.
of students.
And then fee. Based on again what again? KPIs. Any company will assign the targets based on what? KPIs. That is the reason Gauss visual comes under what type of visuals? Visuals for visualizing KPI data. Targets will be assigned based on KPIs. Targets will be assigned based on which one? KPIs. Okay. Now go and take one Gauss visual and plot the data. Now, okay, we understand the purpose. This is what purpose. Now we need to write about field wells. What are the field wells it contains? Value, minimum value, maximum value, target value, tooltip. Try to understand this field wells. First, two important field well is value, and second important field well here is target value. Which one? Remaining all are dummy. I'll talk about them. The main field wells is value and target value. Now, in this table, do you have any target related information? Do you have any target information in this table? You see sales, quantity, and discount. They're what? Actual values
Number of
only. No, no target data. Using this data, I cannot plot in where? Gauss. In order to plot the data in the Gauss, in the table you need to have actual and what? Target data. Somehow I don't have target data in which table? Orders table. Let's bring some new table now. Today I'll share this table with you. Go to Excel. You will get this table today. I'm just going to Power View material, Power View source files. There is one Excel file with the name called what? KPI. Click on open. I'll share this Excel today. There is one table with the name called what? KPI. This table have proper data. Click on directly what? Load. When I click on load, the table will be loaded into PowerPoint. Now go and check it. In this table, what is the first column? Year. Second, month number, month name. Month number, month name. Third, sales. Fourth, sales target. Take an example. We have data starting from 2016. 2016 January. What is the sales we are doing? 550. How much target? 500. Are we exceeding the target? Yes.
Yes.
Take another particular month. 2016 June. What is the sales? 1000. How much is the target? 1850. Are we reaching the target? No.
No.
It is 1850. It is just 1000. We are not reaching, right? Now, I don't want to show it in a table. If you want to understand this data much better, you need to show it in the what? Visual. What is the visual? Gauss visual. So first one is what? Value. Go to which table? KPI. Drag which column? Sales. Actual sales. How much is the sales we are doing overall? 19K. Then scroll down on what? Target. Which one? Sales target. What is our target? 22K. The line is what here? Target. This number is what? Actual. Target is 22K. Actual is 19K. Are we reaching the target? No, we are not reaching the target. In this table, how many years data is there is 2016, 2017, 2018. 3 years data. 3 years together, my company is not reaching the target. Now client is telling that, okay, all the 3 years together, we are not reaching the target. Now I want to filter this result based on year. Based on what? Year. To filter this result based on the year, there is a visual with the name called what? Slicer. You will came to know. Take slicer visual, and in the slicer visual, go and drag. You need to filter in the slicer visual based on year. Go based on what? Year. So you don't think much about it. We will talk about the slicer visual. Go to format, slicer settings, slicer style is between, change it to list. Change it to what? List. How many years currently you are seeing? 3. When I click on 2016, which year you are seeing? This information is for which year? 2016. Client initially, when they open this report, they will see the data for how many years? 3 years. Later, client himself can filter the data using the slicer. Using this slicer, they can select what? 2016. They can understand whether they are reaching the target or not. Are they reaching again? No. target is 7520, actual is 2017. No, they're not reaching the target. And then 18. Yes, when fill color is crossing the line, they're exceeding the target. What is the target? 6370. How much they do? 65. That is the reason fill color is exceeding the line. So like this, to see whether we reach the targets or not, better to present the data in which visual? Yes, right. Now let's understand more about this visual. Here, what is this minimum? Instead of one more point, I'll tell. Instead of passing the target value, we can hard code it. So if we go here, I'm just going to remove the field which is there in the target value. I just removed it. When I go to formatting option, there is something called what? Gauss axis. Which one? Gauss axis. In the Gauss axis, you have minimum, maximum, target. We can assign some target. So I want for every year a target of 6.5. I select the Gauss. I'm going to Gauss axis and giving the target as just 6.5. How much? What is this? 6,500. When you write 6,500, you are getting which target? What is the target number you are getting? Have I drag any column now? No. For some reasons, if you don't have the target data in the tables, if client is asking to assign some fixed target, what? Fixed. Where we can give that fixed target? Format, Gauss axis, and we can set it. Now, this is the target for every year we'll have. 2016 also you'll see same 6.5. 2017, same 6.5. 2018, same 6.5. So if you want to hard code any fixed targets, that you can do it. But when you need to do it, if there is no what? Target column. If you have target column, you can happily go and drag the target column to a target value. That's fine. Now, there is two more field wells called minimum value and maximum value. What is the field well? Minimum value and maximum value. So generally 99.9% we don't drag any column here. When you drag any column here, that column value will show here. See here, when you drag any value, any column here, that column value is showing in this particular value. When you drag any value to where target value, it is showing here. Okay. When you drag any value to where, any column to where minimum value, it will show that column value here. When you drag any column to maximum value, it will show here. But now you don't drag anything, right? In the minimum value and what? Maximum value. How you are getting this? I am telling this is minimum value and this is what? Maximum. Okay, this you are getting from here. This number you are getting from here. And this value is how you are getting. You don't drag any columns here, right? They will get default values. What is the default value you'll get? Minimum is, minimum will be always 0. Minimum will be what? Default. If you don't want 0, if you want a different number, go and drag it here. Maximum will be always 2 times of the actual sales. 2 times of what? Actual sales. 63 into 2. How much when you round it? Round it. 30. 13K you are getting. Okay. Now, for some reasons, I don't like these numbers. I want to fix these numbers to a different numbers. Where you can do that? Format, Gauss axis, minimum value. Set the minimum value to 0, let's say. Maximum value, let's give it as 100K. Which one? 100K. What is the maximum value you are getting? 100K. See, what is the minimum value you got here? 0, 100. Even you can go and type the values here, or you can drag them from where? Column. If you drag any column here, that column value will show in where? Minimum value. If you drag any column here, maximum value. So generally 99.9% we don't drag any columns and we don't even do what? Hard code this. We don't even hard code this. Why target is grayed out now? We already dragged a column. That is the reason it was grayed out. Leave it about it. Now, when you don't drag any columns, when you don't even any hard code this, minimum value, maximum value, they will get what? Auto values are what? Default. What is the default value? Minimum value? 0. Maximum value? Double of the sales. Perfect case. Now, we understand value, minimum value and what? Maximum value and then target value. And the last one is what? tooltip. If you have still some more fact columns which you need to show in the class, you can drag them to a tooltip. These are the field wells you have. So the most important two field wells is value and what? And remaining field wells you can even forget. They are not that much important. Next one, format. Do you know about Gaza axis? Where we can hard code some values if you want. Next one, colors. If you don't like this fill color, if you don't like this line color, where we can change colors. We can change them in the colors. If you want a different fill color, you can change it. If you want a different line color, we can change it. Next one, data labels. This minimum value and maximum value, if you want to format, we can format in where? Data labels. Next one, to format this particular number, we can format in where? Target labels. Our next one, call out value. To format this particular number, we can format in where? Simple formatting options. They are not difficult. Fine, leave it now. So next visual we have is similar to Gauss visual. Similar to Gauss visual, there is one more visual with the name called what? KPI. So next visual we are going to discuss here is after the Gauss visual, KPI visual. There is a visual with the name called what? KPI visual. What is the use of this KPI visual is? KPI visual is also used to show target related data. Is used to show what? Target related data. It's also used to show target related data. Right. KPI visual is used to show target related data. So alternative for Gauss visual is what? KPI. Take which visual now? KPI. And see what are the field words it have. Okay, we already written the purpose of KPI. It is also used to show what? Target. What are the field words it have? Value, trend axis, target. See here, into value, you need to drag actual sales. Which one? Into the target, sales target. Even though I drag the actual sales, I drag the target, it's not showing the data. When I go and hover here, what is the message you are seeing? Why it is not showing the data? For both values and trend axis are needed. It is telling that trend axis field is mandatory. Trend axis field is mandatory. So your trend means wherever you read the word called trend meaning is what? Date and time. At what for what time period you are planning to see the data here? Target for what year? That year column you need to drag into a trend axis. Into the trend, always we need to drag date columns. For what you need to show? Year. When I drag the year, look at this. Let's keep it here. Zoom it. For 2016, see this is showing in a different style. For 2016, what is the year we selected? 2016. It is showing which values here? 2016 values. What is the goal for 2016? 7520. How much we are doing? 6300. How much less we are doing? Minus 16.22 less. That is the reason you are seeing in which color here? Red color and exclamatory mark. Next, go and click on what? 2017. Doing less or more? Less. How much percentage? Minus 21 percentage. For 2018, green color. Doing more, right? 2018, how much more you are doing? Plus 3.1. And you are seeing green color and what? Tick mark. Right? Like this, when you don't reach, you'll see in red color. How much percentage less you are doing, you can see. When you do more, it will show in what? Green color. And then it will show how much percentage more you are doing. Okay? Like this, you understand the field wells? But the drawback with this visual is, when I don't select any year, I'm not going to select what? When I remove the slicer, when I don't select any year, this Gauss visual is showing how many years data now? 3 years. But this KPI visual will not show all 3 years data. It will show last year data. What? Last year data. If you go and select any particular year, that year data it will show. If you select 2016, both the places you are seeing same data or not? 2017, same. 2018, same. 2018. If I remove this filter also, it will show what year data? 2018 only. Sorry guys. When you remove this filter, which data it is showing? 2018. Yes or no? 2018. That's the problem here. This visual will show all 3 years, but it will not show. Right. If you change the filter, both will work same. Now let's see the formatting options. We understand the purpose, and we understand what? Field wells. Let's understand about what? Formatting options. What kind of formatting options are there? First one, call out value. This particular number, we can call it as what? Next one, icon. This tick mark is there, right? If you want a bigger tick mark, where you can change it? Icon. The current size is 9. Let's make it 20. You are getting a big icon, right? Next one, trend axis. We can set the colors. In the trend axis, what we can set? Good color, neutral color, bad color. If the sales we are doing is more, what color will get? Green. If the sales we are doing is less, right? If both target and sales are same, yellow. If you like this colors, go with this. Otherwise, you change it. That is trend axis. Next one, target label. This particular area, if you want to format, you can go to where? Target label. So I'll come back. Next one is what? I'll talk about target label. Next one is what? Data. For which time period we are seeing the data here to understand. In the visual itself, I need to see which time period I'm looking this data. You can go to where? Date on this. When I on this, for which time period currently you are seeing the data? 2018. Why 2018? I said that when you don't select any year, it will show what? Last year. If you select 2016, what it is showing here? 2016, 2017. If you don't select anything, last year, right? Okay. So now which one? Target label. In target label, you have two parts. Which one is values, distance to goal. This one comes under what? Value. This one is value. If you want to format this particular area, value. If you want to format this particular area, distance to goal. Go to the value. I don't like the word called goal. I want target there. What is the one I want to show? Right? Target. Does it changes here? Yes. If I want bold, it got, see, when you format in this values, it will change only for this. Yes or no? Yes. Now go to next one called what? Distance to goal. In the distance to goal, I want a different color. Distance to goal, different color, and bold it. Distance to goal, it is showing in what? Different color. So in the distance to goal, what are the different styles you have? Percent, value. But when I show value, how much more we are doing? Plus 200. I can go and show what? Both. What you are doing? Plus 200. When it comes to percentage, how much? 3.14%. This is about, we understand clearly KPI visual. So either some people will like to see what? Gas, some people will like to go with what? KPI. Okay. See here, now my requirement is something like this. So when I click on 2016, you are getting which color number in which color? Red color, right? Now here also, when I am not reaching the target, I need to show this fill color in red. I need to show fill color in what? Red. Try to understand the requirement. When I reach the target, this number is showing in which color? Green. I want to change this fill color also to what? Green. So sometimes what clients will ask you is, they'll ask you, when we reach the target, the fill color they want in what color? Green. When we don't reach the target, the fill color I want in what? Red. So how to get that is, you cannot get it directly. When I go to colors, I can choose either fill color red, or either I can choose what? Green. When I go and change it, are you getting green, or is it getting different colors or same color? Same color. If you want different colors, how can you do
Perfect.
that is, you need to do some conditional formatting. Which one?
Perfect.
Conditional formatting. Let me tell you how to do that conditional formatting. I'll write one simple measure. You by hand this measure for now. You will learn how to create that kind of measures in PowerPoint. I'm going to create one measure. As I said, for now you by hand this measure. In the coming classes, you will learn how to create this kind of measures in which software? PowerPoint. You will learn in PowerPoint. For today, you by heart this measure. Why I'm creating the measure is to do conditional formatting. To do what? Conditional formatting. How to create the measure is, go to where? Table view, select which table? KPI, click on what? New measure. I can give any name to this measure. I'm giving the measure name as color or whatever it is. I'll just go and take one function with the name called if. What is the function name? If sum of Actual sales, sum of actual sales is greater than or equal to sum of target sales. Sum of target sales. Try to see here. I written one condition here. What is the condition you written is any function logical test. What is the logical test? I'll copy this formula in the notepad. You can use it. Sum of actual sales is greater than or equal to sum of target sales. Uh, this is the test. When this condition is true, result what you want. When this condition is true, I want 1. When this condition is false, what you want. When this condition false, I want what? 0. When you reach the target, it will show 1 or 0. When you reach the target, this formula will show 1 or 0. 1. When you don't reach the target, this formula will show what? 0. I written a simple formula. That formula will return either a 1 or either a 0. Let me copy this formula. I'll paste it in the notepad. You can use the same formula. Now, go here, guys. Go and take it here. Go and take one card visual or table visual, whatever it is, and you drag the formula what we derived now. What is the formula? Color. What it is returning? 0. Why 0? 2016 is not reaching the target. For 2017, 0. 2018, 1. It is showing zeros and ones. Now, delete it. That formula is working. Now, that formula I need to use to format this particular visual. Select this visual. Go to where? Format. Which formatting? Colors. Which color? Fill color. Click on what? Conditional formatting. Based on what? Based on rules. You need to define the rules, not based on rules. It is not showing anything here. In which table? KPI color.
Correct.
So which condition? Equals to. Equals to what? 0. What color you would like to show? Red.
Red.
Add new rule. Next one. Equals to 1. What color? Green. Click on what? More colors. Green. Choose it and just press what? Okay. Which color it is showing now? Green. For 2016? Red. 2017? Red. 2018? Like this, if you want to change the colors, we can do the conditional formatting. Okay. For some reasons, if your client is expecting any colors here, we can do a simple conditional formatting. These are the visuals we have underway. Visuals for visualizing KPI data. Today, what are the visuals I discussed? Starting from card. First, we start with what? Card, and then multi-row card, card new, gas, KPI. 5 visuals. These are the 5 visuals we have under visuals for visualizing KPI data. Visuals for visualizing KPI data. We have how many visuals? 5 visuals. 5 visuals. Totally, how many visuals so far we discussed? 17 plus 5? 22 visuals we discussed. Right? Let's stop here today. We'll continue from here in tomorrow's class. Anybody have any questions from today's class?